The physics teacher. Mr. White was a very intriguing man. I remember many times his classes ended up being basically just 60-minute rants explaining how man never really managed to reach the moon, how that was just not credible nor possible, and how people made him figuratively sick at times with their selfish actions, lack of care for others, the dangers of unsustainability and consumerism. He was a skinny, tall, oldish man. He used to wear always grey shirts and his trousers wore chalk stains. He quirkily still used a blackboard and chalk, even though most teachers had changed to pens. He demanded authority without ever being overly strict. Furthermore, he always got good results from his students and didn't accept laziness. If a student said they couldn't remember something, he would rattle off faultlessly French pronouns he had learned 45 years prior, saying there is no excuse for not remembering. Repetition is the trick, and our minds ought to be good enough to remember. He used to say the constant insistence from his French teacher and strict school discipline had burned those pronouns into his memory and he could not forget them. Apparently, a while after I had left that school, he had a couple of heart attacks, but this would not deter a man like him. After the first one, he went back to work too early, determined to do his job. Of course, he couldn't manage and ended up passing out. Growing up, you got the feeling there were a lot of teachers who just taught the curriculum and were there to just pick up their paycheck, while just teaching enough to pass the exam, which of course is the crucial aspect for the school. However, he was a bit different in many ways. He wanted his students to learn properly. I wouldn't say his classes were fun, but you learned in them. He built the first school computer in God knows what year. And he was also a staunch atheist, with religion often being another target for his long rants. I wouldn't normally be able to write about a teacher from so long ago, but this teacher was just exceptional.